Welcome back to the 2025 Food for the Hungry Drive. And right now, it's our pleasure to be visiting with some of our winners from the elementary school collections around Knox County. I'm Joe Reinhardt, along with Marcy Reinhardt.
Well, it is good to be back with some kids who are excited about collecting for others. We're going to start over here. We have with us Carter Hissong. Carter, what grade are you in and where do you go to school?
I'm in 5th grade, and I go to East Knox Elementary.
To East Knox, okay. So why did you decide to participate in Food for the Hungry?
Because I want to feed people that needed it.
Have you ever done this project before?
I mean, I've done it, but I've never won it.
Yeah, let's take a look. You brought in $125. That's awesome. Yes. Okay, so how did you collect that amount of money? What'd you do?
So I helped my dad, and basically he paid me as I helped him.
So wait a second, Carter. So you worked so you could earn this money to then give away to other people?
Okay.
That's awesome. What made you want to do that?
I wanted to feed people that needed it.
That is incredible. So tell us why other people should get involved in this. Maybe do something like you did.
I mean, I think a lot of other people like eating like me, and I want other people to eat too.
Yeah, that is awesome. So Carter Hissong, top collector at East Knox, and bringing in $125 for the 5th graders. That's
Fantastic.
Awesome.
All right. I'm with Donovan Pickart. He's a 4th grader from Dan Emmett Elementary School, not too far from our house. It's where our daughter went to school. And Donovan, tell us a little bit about why you decided to participate in Food for the Hungry.
I want to help the people that have no food.
Okay. So what was the most exciting part for you in helping raise this money?
Whoever won got a pizza party, and I wanted to help.
And you like pizza?
Yes.
All right. So you raised $60. Congratulations on that. How did you collect this amount of money? Where did you go and who did you talk to?
So we had this fundraiser, and my uncle, they couldn't give my uncle something, so he got $20, and then I asked him if I could have it, and then he gave me $40,
Yeah.
and then my grandma gave me $20.
Excellent. Good job. So working those family connections. So Donovan, tell us why you think other people should get involved today in Food for the Hungry and helping those in need. Why should people do that?
So the people that's starving, so they could have food.
Excellent. Okay. Good job, Donovan. Donovan Pickart from Dan Emmett Elementary, 4th grader. He raised $60, Marcy.
We are talking with some of the top collectors for the elementary schools. This is a collection that is hosted and coordinated by the Psi Iota Sorority. They've been with Food for the Hungry and great partners for many, many years. And I want to brag on the ladies in Psi Iota Xi because every single elementary school in our county participated this year, which is amazing. Now, this next guy, if you've been following our broadcast and our campaigns over the years, he's going to look a little familiar. Logan Samples, you are from what school?
I'm from Mount Vernon Middle School is the school I'm going to this year, but all my previous years I was from Twin Oak.
Okay.
And I'm in 6th grade.
6th grade. And how many years have you been a top collector?
7.
Okay, we definitely need to give Logan a round of applause. Now, let me see here. You brought in $600?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
I went to my grandma and asked because she helps me raise every year, and then my mom pitched in too.
That is awesome. So, Logan, 7 years in a row, why do you decide to do this and keep coming back?
I decided to do this because I know when people, if they don't have food and they starve, that can make their lives miserable. So I hope that I can give them food and make
things a little bit better and a little bit easier. Right. Well, Logan, this is really cool to think about. And I know you probably talked about this in your classroom, but $1 can then be turned around into $4.56 worth of food at the Mid-Ohio Food Collective. And all of our local pantries are connected to that. So think about 600 almost times 4. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I won't ask you to do the math because I'm not very good at math either. All right. Well, what's your encouragement, Logan, to tell other kids and other families to get involved with this? Because your family definitely is.
I just hope other kids and more families get into it so then more money can be collected and more people can be fed.
That's wonderful.
All right, good job. We got Parker Busenberg here. He's a 4th grader from East Elementary, and he raised $100. So, Parker, tell us about why you decided to participate in the elementary school drive this year.
So I can help other people that don't have much food.
Okay, good. What was the most exciting part for you getting a chance to talk to people and collect this money?
Like collecting the money so I can so I can give it to other people
Awesome.
that don't have much food.
So who are some of the people that you talked to and, who helped you raise this money?
My mom.
Okay. You're looking sharp in the blazer, by the way. I want to say, looking good. All right. So why do you think, Parker, other people should help and get involved in Food for the Hungry this year?
So more people raise money and more people get food.
All right. Well, good job. $100 raised by Parker Busenberg, 4th grader at East Elementary. We're talking with our elementary drive collectors here, our top collectors across the county.
And next we have Bennett Samples. How are you today?
Good.
Good. You're looking good. And you are in kindergarten are you at Twin Oak? Okay. So, why did you decide to get involved with Food for the Hungry?
Because I want to help other people to eat.
Help other people to eat. Okay, what is your favorite thing to eat, Bennett?
Steak.
Steak? Wow. Well, okay. You raised a lot of money. You raised $355.99. That is a very specific number. How did you do that, Bennett? Who did you talk to?
My mom.
And
Your
Grandma.
mom. Okay. And what was the most exciting part of collecting all this money?
It's to help other people.
To help other people. Okay, well, Bennett, I'm going to help you out because you have $355.99, and I have a really shiny penny here. So we're going to add this to Bennett, and everybody, he's now giving $356. How's that sound?
Good.
You just went up by a penny. All right. Well, thank you for what you're doing for Food for the Hungry, and we're excited to have you here. Congratulations for being a top collector.
All right, we have 5 boys here, but we do have one young lady. And her name is Thea Byros. She's a 3rd grader from Wigan Street Elementary. Thea, why did you decide to participate this year in Food for the Hungry?
So other people for the holidays can have food to eat instead of starving.
Fantastic. You raised $255. That's amazing. What was the most exciting part for you of being part of the elementary school drive this year?
To get to know that other people have food for the holidays and they're not starving anymore.
Fantastic. So tell us about what was your process? Who did you talk to? How did you raise this amount of money?
I raised this money by doing chores, and I helped around the house, and I talked to my mom, my father, and my grandma.
So what kind of chores did you do?
I walked my dog, I made my bed, I did the dishes, I did the laundry, and that's about it.
That's awesome. That's pretty good. Those are good chores. Those are good chores to do. So Thea, tell us a little bit about why you think others should get involved and help this year with Food for the Hungry.
So everyone should, so then everyone who is starving can be fed.
Great. So good job, everybody. That's
Yeah.
Thea Byros from Wigan Street. She raised $255 in 3rd grade. So, wow, collectively, that's a lot of money raised. Good job, everybody.
Thanks so much for being an encouragement for all of us. And we encourage you to stay right here with us, because coming up, we're going to chat with Debbie Ruggles, who is the chair for Psi Iota Xi Sorority. And she has her granddaughter with her, Elena, who is going to tell us more about being a top collector from one of our elementary schools. And we're going to get the total for 2025. So thanks, everybody, for being part of the 2025 Food for the Hungry Drive. And the coming up is actually right now. I want to welcome Debbie Ruggles to our set. She's the chair of the Psi Iota Xi Sorority. And Elena Ruggles, you're here with, do you call her Grandma? Okay, you call her Grandma. Well, I want to start with you, Elena. Where do you go to school and what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th grade, and I go to Pleasant Street Elementary.
Okay, and you were one of the top collectors. Do you remember how much you collected?
I brought $200.
$200. Wow. What did you do to collect that? How did you work on that?
I shared my allowance with my grandma, and I collected food, and we wanted to help together.
That is wonderful. So you said you wanted to help. So what made you decide to participate in Food for the Hungry? What was it that was exciting to you?
To see how much we could bring in.
Now, if you're a top collector, does that mean that your class gets the pizza party? Maybe not.
They missed it by
They
two
missed it.
cans
They missed it by 2 cans of food.
because
Oh, my
of her
goodness.
brother.
Because wait. This is a story. Okay, wait. So, Debbie, in this contest, okay, for elementary kids, you'd say the class that brings in the most, they get a pizza party.
Right.
And so they definitely compete. But tell me, what happened? 2 cans of food made the difference?
Right. They would have been tied, except for Mason forgot his book bag at school, so the next day he couldn't bring his food in, so he was short 2 cans, and she won.
Oh, wow. But does his class get the pizza party? Or?
Yes, because they ended up, because he donated 202 from Dad. So, because he messed up.
You know what
Yeah.
I think? I think you should say, Grandma and Grandpa, you take me out for pizza. That's what I think you should say. So I want to talk a little bit about Psi Iota Xi. Debbie, your sorority, your group of ladies, they have been so involved in the community for so many years. With Food for the Hungry, it literally is decades. Why do you decide to do this elementary collection?
You know what? Because there are so many families in our area that have a need, and it's part of our mission to help those. So supporting Food for the Hungry allows us to do that.
So you had all county schools
Yes.
that were involved. How did you make that happen? Because that is a feat in itself.
Yeah, it takes quite a few hours. So there's about 10 of us in our sorority. So we just divide up the schools, and we drop off the envelopes, and then a week later we pick them up, and then we spend about 4 hours counting the money and figuring out who the top winner is as far as funds, and then who the top class is for the pizza.
Now, you had called me after you did some counting, and you said, Marcy, this is amazing. You had how many top collectors from these schools? Like 18?
Yeah, we had a lot of ties. So
Wow. That is incredible. So I know you have some thank yous to give out for your group, but also at the schools, because it takes somebody inside to make sure that this collection happens.
it sure does. You know, I want to thank all of my Psi Iota sisters, the teachers, especially school staff, families, especially the students. Boy, they really work hard to make this happen.
Okay, so Elaine, I have to ask you, did you have a competition with your brother going on?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. How about at school? Were classes talking to each other, saying, "Hey, I want that pizza party"?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we have some amazing numbers. We talked to some of the top collectors that you just saw. But before we get to the totals, share your thank yous, Debbie.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely thank you. You know, thank you to the teachers, school staff, families, you know, actually anybody who helps with Food for the Hungry, whether it's, you know, a business or whatever. I mean, we just couldn't do it without our community support.
And I talked to Sarah from Habitat for Humanity earlier. They helped get boxes out to the elementary schools. And how about the pizza parties? How are the kids getting the pizza?
We have Domino's from Mount Vernon, Domino's from Howard, and then we have Fredericktown Domino's, and then the Hangout and the pizza place in Centerburg.
Okay. I'm looking at Joe. He always knows names. We're both looking
Long
at Joe.
Branch. Long Branch. Thank you.
Long Branch Pizza.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So
So
they have-
thank you
yeah.
very much.
Yes, thank
to,
you.
to all of them. Well, the numbers are really, really amazing. So
Aren't they?
I mean, like I looked at this. I had to look twice, and you increased it just this past week.
Yes.
So Debbie, share with us what the elementary kids did for Food for the Hungry
Yes.
this year.
So we collected $18,054.24.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the highest number since in the last 8 years that I've been doing it.
$18,054.23. And how many food items?
6,633.
Wow. That is just incredible. Does that make you proud, Elena? You're one of the top collectors. What do you want to say to all the people that are watching here? Because, we still have some work to do to meet our goal. This 18,000 is going to really, really help. But what's your encouragement for people to get involved and collect some money like you did?
Helping feels good, and a little goes a long ways.
That is right. I love it. Elena says it best. A little goes a long way. Wow. $18,054.23, 6,633 food items. Debbie, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate that.
This is the 2025 Food for the Hungry Drive.